Right. Good afternoon, all. I am Fela, technical engineer from SuperMap International. Today, it is such a great honor for me to be able to present the topic in SuperMap webinar Sri Lanka, and with the theme of innovating IT value with geointelligence. So thank you for the chance. And today I will present a topic of SuperMap solution for smart city, and these presentations will be divided into four main outline. Now let's jump to the first outline. Okay, the first outline is thoughts on GIS in the development of smart city, and this outline will mainly discuss about how a GIS could help in the implementation of smart city projects and describes its use in the constructions of a large scale models of the smart city. Okay, the smart city concept is developing very quickly around the world. And this concept is based on the use of geospatial data. The successful implementations of a smart city projects requires the development of a digital system that can manage and visualize the geospatial data in a user-friendly environment. And the Geographic Information System, or we know as GIS, offers advanced and user-friendly capabilities for smart city projects. That's why GIS is everywhere at smart city. There are a lot of platforms used for the development of smart city, and GIS platform is one of them. GIS platform could help to enhance the understanding on the city condition through location informations. What GIS can do in representing city condition as smart city applications? GIS can perform visual display, location surface, heat map, and simulation exercise applications, spatial analysis, and planning models in 2D and 3D space. And those functionality could be the features of smart city applications. For example, at business applications, traffic applications, urban management applications, emergency applications, and also water applications, and also social governance. Okay. Each GIS maps represent a form of information as an answer to specific questions in certain field. Meanwhile, analyzing the conditions of an area often requires different GIS maps to get more accurate information. Then what to do? If the desired information is really complex, then we must merge various types of maps and analyze them together. That's how smart city concepts adopt GIS technologies. And the strength and openness of the information provided in smart city applications can be further enhanced with the implementation of GIS technologies. Why do we say like that? The latest GIS trend has been improved significantly. For example, in the field of visualizations and experience enhancement, GIS can display the data in an interactive way through it maps visualizations effect, statistic, chart, report, and else. Besides, the concept of smart city will be more interesting if the system itself could integrate a lot of data and technologies in IT trends. And GIS has been achieved those conditions. Also, the combination of GIS and the BIM provides a powerful tool for the constructions of the urban digital models with georeference data, and the visualization of this data is in a user-friendly environment. Now let's take a look on the architecture to know about the future smart city. The implementation of smart city projects is based on a number of steps, including constructions of the urban digital models, including constructions of the urban digital models, data collections, data analysis, interactive data visualizations, and so on. And on the data collections part, there are many data which can be accessed and also import into the system. such as IoT streaming data access, industry database access, BIM structured data aggregations, and video data aggregations. And integrations of many data will make the system contains rich data display, and the data could also be enhanced by images, video, audio, resulting in the constructions of the urban big data. And another step in implementing a smart city project concerns the development of the analytic environment, which convert real-time and historical data into operational data that improve the security, efficiency, and quality of urban system. And the last steps is developing an interactive display that allows user to interact with the smart city components and the stakeholder in a user-friendly environment. Now, after elaborating the thoughts on GIS in the development of smart cities, now let's discuss about the basic concept of smart city itself. So what are smart cities? First, we have to know that the definitions of the smart city itself. Practically, smart cities are urban areas that use different types of technologies to collect data and use this data to manage assets and resource efficiently. And generally speaking, smart city perform a smart utilizations of ICT to enhance the city's livability, workability, and sustainability. And as mentioned earlier, smart city must perform three important tasks. Those are collections, sharing, and analysis. Besides understanding on what's happening in the city, other objective on building a smart city concept is to predict what is likely to happen based on the real-time and historical data stored on the system. Now, the question is, who should be involved in adopting smart city concepts? All stakeholders surrounding the smart city, either direct stakeholders or indirect stakeholders, must take part in the development of smart city. On the other hand, citizens must be included in a smart city because citizens are a key element of smart cities as they form such a city through continuous interactions. I just mentioned some of the stakeholders involved. Those are like energy planners and provider, city managers or city planners, and building architect, professional economist, transport planner, utility manager, and also engineer and system or software engineers. But as we know, implementing smart city concept at some countries requires to overcome the challenges at the very beginning. Now, let's see what are the challenges. We know that in the city management, there are a lot of complex static and dynamic operation, which needs to be considered while building the smart city applications. Not to mention collecting the data which is being needed for the development of smart city also becomes a bottleneck because it's really hard to find proper reliable data with the right information. And adopting latest trend of GIS technologies also can cause a problem because at some places they only have lack of trained staff to perform these advanced technologies. Therefore, another challenge show up. The system developer needs to develop an easy-to-use front-end tool for day-to-day operations, planning, and decisions, so that it can be educated to all stakeholders in each level of administrations. Okay, those challenges I just mentioned in the earlier slide needs to be solved first, because in a smart city concept, GIS or geospatial technologies incorporates or integrates with emerging and innovative technologies which require complex systems. Those technologies are as following, like predictive analytics, 3D mapping, 3D modeling, 3D visualization, 3D architecture, 3D architecture, 3D visualization, 3D architecture, 3D visualization, 3D modeling, 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 3D visualization, 3D architecture, 3 and how cities get basic needs managed, and how citizen mobility gets supported, how work and living places are provided, and those questions could be answered correctly if those questions can be answered correctly if we have a system that can analyze the data conditions of the city itself for further decisions making by the city manager. Now, let's elaborate more on how SuperMap faces the challenges. We are going to enter the SuperMap solution for smart city applications. So let's talk about the features. I'm not going to talk about the basic operations of GIS because I believe that all of the audience here are already familiar with those technologies. What I'm going to talk is the enhancement of GIS technologies in smart city applications. Let's see the first one. I'm showing a video, and this video is a 3D city visualization displaying the city in 3D ways, and it will make the audience or users easily to understand about the real conditions of the city itself. And we can use many of 3D data format to display it as 3D scene. In this video, we use the oblique photogrammetry data to visualize 3D city. And next, besides performing the thematic map on 2D data, why don't we also perform the thematic map on 3D model data? It will be more realistic because 3D data represent as models of the real world. And this is an example for a thematic map referring to attributes of the building. And in 3D models data, we also can perform a spatial query and display the result on the model itself. And the spatial query command is used to compose filter expressions according to the spatial relationship among geometric objects and get objects satisfying the filter conditions from the existing data. Okay, next features. Next feature is communication signal strength simulations. There is a new technology which called as a voxel grid in GIS. Voxel grid can represent the conditions of information which cannot be seen, such as communication signals, pollution, and etc. by interpolating 3D sample data, like a 3D point data. And as a result, it will be create 3D interpolations, which represent the information we need based on the data that has been interpolated. And this is really interesting for smart city application analysis. Next features. Okay, next we could also display pollution field simulations in a timely manner. It can be displayed by different color at different intensity of the pollution itself. And we can also see the time for displaying the pollution field simulations. And next features, we all know that many smart city applications would likely to access and display CCTV camera for monitoring. And we can locate the CCTV camera distributions. While people click this point, it will directly display the video in the real-time situations. Okay, next features. Next features, I am showing a unique features because it is not only displaying the distributions of CCTV camera as a point. We could also integrate the camera with our 3D models at the specified locations, and we can adjust the tilt, yeah, the degrees of the video, the tilt, and and it can be integrated seamlessly. Okay, the next features is another example of integrations. We can also integrate the street view data, with 3D oblique photogrammetry like this. All right, and the last feature I want to show you is map dashboard. We can create a map dashboard. We can create a map dashboard which can display our map view and statistic, chart, and other informations as static data, and also real-time data. You can intuitively understand the overall situations of the portal GIS and the use situation of resources. And there are a lot of new interesting features in GIS that can enhance the development of smart city applications. But since the time is very limited, we just try to summary all the technologies. Next, I want to introduce you the platform that SuperMap provides to support the development of smart city applications. Now, let's see to our product family. We have many products in multi-terminal platform. As Jason also already discussed about this, we have PC GIS, web GIS, and mobile GIS, and etc. So I will just skip this slide because I think this slide is already explained well by Jason. So next one, after the introduction of our platform, let me show you some cases of smart city applications which has been created by SuperMap platform. Now let's see the cases of platform. Now let's see the cases of platform locations, timing insight into big data. Okay, these applications are targeted for government, city planning, and enterprise, which needs insight and location selections. And these applications can perform a real-time crowd monitoring, travel route selections, and passenger source analysis. It is more likely implemented for smart transportations, and you can see on this figure, it displays statistic data sets, reports, statistic points API, and others, and of course the map itself. And this is the overview of the applications. The urban travel overview is based on the terminal trajectory, mobile network behavior preference, car hailing trajectory data of a China unicorn entity taxis provider. And it aims to describe the traffic status of the city and every area under administrations, and also supports the travel time, travel distance, travel trajectory, and etc. It shows multidimensional analysis of travel behavior and display the form of thermal migration map and also population heat map to show the traffic migration situation of people and vehicle with special holidays, major event traffic protections, and weather changes and planning. Through the massive track data of people and also vehicle, the whole city can be scanned in time so as to grasp the overall operations of the city. Okay, and the next cases, we have a PG or Petaling Jaya Smart City Development 2030. This is a use case of a geospatial-centric development of smart city in Malaysia. Okay, I'm going to talk a bit about the project itself, about the Smart PG. So this project is initiated in 2016, and target 2034 completions. This aims to embrace GIS as the platform of choice. And this project develop a web application and also a mobile applications to engage the citizens. And it deploy IoT sensors and intelligent CCTVs on the system. Now let's see some figure on these applications. Okay, there are a lot of applications in Smart PG based on the different industry, and one of them is the flood control and disaster management. And you can see that many data is displaying as maps, statistic, and charts. Actually, in SuperMap, we also can create a flood analysis in 3D data. So it will create a simulations in our DM data or in our digital elevation modeling data. And it can show the animations about the flood itself, based on the time, based on the height of the waters, and etc. And this is another application built in that Smart PG dashboard. They also have an intelligent transport system to show the distribution of city bus and information alerts, commuter rates, and commuter passenger statistic and other aspects. You can see actually we have also a product called SuperMap iPortal, which also can create this kind of map dashboard without even coding. We don't need to code, or it is a zero code to create this map dashboard. So we can use the template and we can just drag and drop the elements. And next one for this Smart City PG dashboard. For natural environment, they have a low carbon dashboard. And users can analyze based on the data display on this dashboard in an effective way. So you can also display the legends and display. We can also do the query based on the data itself on the dashboard. So not only in 2D, they also have a smart zoning assessment in 3D using the 3D spatial analysis, such as query and also buffer zones. And these buffer zones, we can do it in our 3D data. And we have many kind of 3D spatial analysis, like view shed analysis, and also the sunlight analysis to detect the shadows of the building. And also we have the flood analysis simulations, and we have others analysis in 3D spatial analysis, which can be done in our desktop applications and also mobile application and also in web applications. Okay, next one, we have the smart park. So smart park achieves some solutions. Those are park visualizations, park navigations, park facilities management, park security management, and also management of vehicle personnel in the park, and park efficiency management. And this is one of the, okay, the next slide, this is the one of the solutions of smart park. We have a tourist attractions navigation app or navigation applications. And these application scenarios are map positioning and also walking navigation in a scenic spot. And main business of these applications, we can see from left figure to the right figures. The pictures are introduced as follows. The first one is ranking of the scenic spots. So we rank the scenic spot by orders. And then the second one, we can browse route recommendations. So we can find base route recommendations to go from one place to another place to that scenic spots. And the third figures, which is the central, This is introducing the detailed introductions of attractions. And the fourth one, we have the walking navigation in the scenic area. And the last one is the retrieval of peripheral service facilities. Actually, there is another solution, which is a three-dimensional tourist scenic area management system. So this figure is mainly to the tourist attraction navigation app, but we have also the three-dimensional tourist scenic area management system. And this area is a scenic area dominated by typical karst natural scenery with the total area of 15 square kilometers. Okay. And the next cases I want to show you is Jabalpur Smart City in India. This is developed by our partners in India, and this applications aims to monitor the traffic signals because for case of the medical emergency, traffic signals becomes a case of life at death, and it display fast, and this application display fast and accurate captures of locations of emergency on GIS maps, and accurate and also real-time location informations of emergency vehicle. This is an appropriate solution to handle both emergency vehicles and also traffic signals. So we can distribute the locations of the emergency vehicle and emergency. If there is emergency situation happen, we can also plot on the map, and this application will show the traffic signals monitoring. And next case is the Smart Street Operation Center. Okay, the Smart Street Operation Center, this project is being created in Beijing, and it display 2D and also 3D visualizations. So you can see, we can also have the night scene mode in our SuperMap products. So not only in day mode, but also we can have a night mode, and we can also have the plotting, we have the 3D plot, and we have also the visual effect for the 3D particle data. We have also case management here and patrol management. We have also CCTV integrations, so we can find some video in the CCTV locations distributed on the scene or on the maps. We have also early warning informations, and you can see this special effect is used in a smart city, and the effect is really good. And this is another figures or another overview of this Smart Street Operation Center. You can create this kind of dashboard and using our visualization effect. So the last one, actually, I want to show you one of a video for smart security, for smart city, which specified to smart city. And this video will also be my last slide on these presentations, but I'm not really sure if this video can be played or not. So let's see whether you can see this video or not. We all know that smart city consists of many kind of smart things like smart security and smart health and others. So we will discuss about the smart security. This smart security, it aims to improve government capabilities to protect security and social stability. as well as to promote economic and social comprehensive and coordinated and also sustainable development. It integrates modern technologies such as wireless tracking system, CCTV, and also others technology like GNSS or global navigation satellite system, or even IoT, Internet of Things, and also GIS, artificial intelligence, which already being discussed, and also big data, cloud computing, and computer telephony integrations. So if you cannot see this video smoothly, I think you can also find this video on our YouTube account. We already upload these smart security solutions in YouTube, so you can also see how SuperMap can help in doing the smart security. So we can put the incidents on a map and then look at the relationship between where the crime occurred, where the person was contacted by the police department. So it really bring all together. So GIS integrates all the things together. So while every officer has access to GIS data, they are going out to a particular locations. They can actually look on a map and find the best route, how to get there, and find the locations before they even get there. Officer also could create heat maps of the crime, which will figure out what crimes that occur the most in one area. It can help to analyze and figure out who can be deployed to combat the crime with the help of social media. Officers also can map the crowd, and they can take a look how large the crowds were. So in smart security, mainly we have case management, community management, police officer management, and also the 3D scene. And we can also have the real-time CCTV in the police officers to monitor, and also we have the police dispatch command. It can have the emergency plan management and GPS-based scheduling, plotting, and escape route analysis. And we have also assistant decision making, including population analysis, crime mapping, traffic analysis, and crime preventions. So this, I think this video is will be my very last slide. So now it comes to an end of my sessions. Thank you for your attentions. I hope to see you again next time. And if you have any questions, please submit on the Q&A box or on the chat room, or you can leave the message to my email at fela@supermap.com. So thank you again for the time.